Hello, welcome to my channel. I generally talk about horse racing and different strategies that we can put into place while uh, participating in a horse race and betting in a horse race. So, welcome to my channel, and I hope all of you are doing fantastic in your own lives. And if you're watching this video, um, I thank you for your time, firstly, and then, obviously you're interested about horse racing, and so am I. And I share my experience and I share my, uh, take on horse racing in these videos. And today we are going to talk about the holy grail of horse racing, which is winning the jackpot. So, firstly, to start with, uh, you know, for beginners, I'd like to, just mention that jackpot is not just one race. Jackpot is a combination of uh, more than four to five or maybe six, seven races, and you have to pick a winner in all the races. And if your horse or the horses that you have chosen for all the races for that day and they have won, uh, that's when you get the jackpot. And it is a dream for most of us, who are uh, participating in horse racing on a regular basis and we want to win the jackpot. But how do you do it? How do you, uh, you know, do it in a way so that your uh, your losses are not in a tune that is going to really harm your financials, and at the same time you have a fair chance of um, winning a jackpot. So we'll talk about that today. So firstly, there are no uh, you know short shot strategy of winning a jackpot, and the reason is, let's say there are five races, or let's say there are five races which are included in the jackpot pool. That means you have to choose a winner in all the five races, and only then, if all the horses that you have chosen they have won, you will get the jackpot amount. Now, different countries have different, ticket values for jackpot. You know, the country where I live, you can buy, a jackpot ticket with the five numbers, the the numbers that you have chosen of the horses, uh, and they can be in one ticket, and you can buy that ticket for certain price. That price goes up and down in different countries, depending on the kind of race that it is happening, and depending on how uh, the organizers are, uh, you know, packaging the entire event. So now, uh, bottom line is you have to choose five horses. If the jackpot pool is basically you know uh, the number of races which are included in the jackpot. So, having said all that, the primary objective here is to uh, you know, strategize and, you know, ensuring your chances of winning a jackpot. Now, the first thing that comes here in the picture is choosing your winning horses. That's the first thing. You have to choose your winning horses in all the five races. And, I have a separate video on that, um, where you can, you know, start uh, to understand how to choose a winning horse. So I have mentioned, the strategies that you have to put in place to identify which horse is going to win the race, and you have to do that for all five of the races. So the first step is to identify the winning horses. Now, let's say you have chosen five winning horses in, five different races which are in the jackpot pool for the day. Now, once you've done that, the second step is choose the second best. The second best in each races. Now, when we talk about horse racing and when we talk about races and horses and everything, so one thing that needs to be uh, put into place and understood well is we're talking about horses. Now, these are animals, and they also have good days, bad days. So let's say you have chosen a horse which has been winning for the last three races or last five races. It may have a bad day. We all have bad days. It may have a bad day. So you need to look for an option if the winning horse that you have chosen is going through a bad day, or whatever, it is just not in a mood to win, or there's some kind of something that has gone wrong that day. The jockey is not right, or maybe the draw line. The draw line is the gate from where the horses they come out during race. So I'll talk about draw lines and draw gates in a separate video. But let's say for for this video, if uh, that horse is not having a great day today, the one that you have chosen and you think that it is going to win, and this one is not having a great day today, and that is 100% possible. You need to look for the second horse in the same race. So let's say race number one, you have chosen horse A, which is the winner. This horse is the winner. It has all the abilities, the qualities, and everything that the winner needs, and this horse is going to be a winner. But let's say this horse is going through a bad day today, and you are not in a position to know that whether that horse is going through a bad day or a good day. You're just there in the race course holding a book, and let's say this horse is going through a bad day. So you need to look for the second best. You need to look for the one that may come first or second, the close one, the closest one to the first one. And you need to do that for all five races. So basically, the idea is you need to choose at least two horses for each race. The first one which you think is going to be the winner, and the second one in case the first one is having a bad day for all the five races. Now you have two sets of numbers for jackpot. The first one is the number that you think are the numbers for the horses, which are the best horses for those races, and they have all the chances to win, and they should win. And the second uh, uh, set of number is the second best, the horses which are the second best in the races, and in case the first one is having a bad day, this one is going to win. And now, what you need to do is you need to make combinations. What you need to do is you need to put two sets together and you need to make combinations. You need to look for two things in here. First, the first set of number that you have, let's say the first set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the second set is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you need to make combinations as many as possible, mixing these numbers. Maybe for the first race you choose you the first for the first race of the day, when you are choosing a jackpot number, you have to choose the f- first horse, and then you have to choose the second horse for the second ticket. The first ticket you will have to have the first horse, the second ticket you have to have the second horse. Now this is a way how you can. It's easy to do it on an Excel sheet. You go on an Excel sheet, you try and make as many combinations as possible, depending on how uh, your analysis is, depending on how many. There's a possibility that on a in a particular race, that there are no second best. This is the best. Even if it is having a bad day, this is going to win. So that's all right. It's okay to go with that. But it's always wise, and it is always uh, right to go with a second option. You never know. The horse may just withdraw. It may not be in the race at all. It may not want to be running at all. So it is just that, putting a second number in place will uh, make sure that your chances of winning are more. So the objective is make combinations of the five numbers, and if you look at mathematics, uh, uh, 28 different combinations approximately. So if you have 28 different combinations with five numbers of two sets, five numbers, 28 different combinations. So you need to buy 28 tickets for the jackpot, which will cover all the horses, and the chances of you winning the jackpot is much higher. Now, having said all this, it also um, could be very expensive in your country to buy a jackpot ticket um 28 times. So that is not in my country. In my country, I can buy 28 tickets. It's not very expensive to buy a jackpot ticket. If I'm we in our country we have a minimum bet system, which is done by the government, and So we can bet minimum amount. For a minimum amount of money, we can buy a ticket, and we can place a bet. So that's in my country, but that may not be the situation, in your country. So you look for what you need to look is if the minimum bet amount is, something that you can afford. Let's say, for an example, if you're in the US and the minimum bet amount is $1 for one jackpot ticket, your cost to cover the entire jackpot, according to your analysis, is $28. That's 28 tickets that you need to buy. And one of those tickets is going to get you the jackpot. If your analysis of the horse and the horses which are running for that day and the horses that you have chosen for that day are right, and if you know how to choose the horses, and if you've done that rightly. Okay, so I hope that's more or less about it. I would like to thank you for your time today. If you like my video, please subscribe and stay blessed. Thank you very much.